And you're gonna jump off the side of this mountain.
I'm gonna fly off the top of Sawtelle Peak, 9,900 foot launch. Yes!
All right, Cindy. What are we doing? All I know is we're on Sawtelle Peak Road.
We're going to the Sawtelle Peak Trail. That's what we're gonna drive on. We're gonna get to the top, and I hear that it's a beautiful view.
All right, so I hear that we had some friends that told us that while we were adventuring near Idaho or in Idaho, to go up to this trail, Sawtelle Peak Road. There's a trail. There's a weather station on top of the mountain. I don't know if we'll see the weather station. I'm told that it turns into all dirt road and it's washboard like road, and that you have to go very slow. So we don't know. We'll bring you back when we know. So I guess this is the start of it.
The pavement has ended.
All right, so we'll come back.
It's not too bad. When he said washboard, it made me think of in Glacier.
Hungry Horse.
No, not Hungry Horse. Where all the where they bought the bear claw danishes.
Oh.
Whole Bridge.
Whole Bridge. Yeah, it's getting a little more washboardy.
We'll see. We'll let you know. Nothing a Jeep shouldn't be able to handle.
So I'm told that it is a climb up to right at 10,000 feet. So we're pretty much going at a very steep angle up. And we've had some real soft spots. But I'm telling you, these side-by-sides that are riding out here, they're crazy.
Red things on.
So there's a lot of loose gravel, and the road is very washed out. We're going about 8 miles an hour.
And I'm trying to hold the camera still.
And Cindy's trying to hold the camera still, but it's almost straight up. When we get to the top, there's a weather station up there and very good views, and I'm told wonderful cell service, the best cell service in the area. But it's going to be at the top of this mountain, and I'm concerned that with it being a weather station, only about 40% of what we've been told is going to be accurate, so we'll see.
Okay, it's been quite the ride. I'm not sure if you can tell up there the weather antennas. Probably not. But this has been steep.
Yeah, and it's a complete drop-off on one side. They've got the road markers
On the
side on the mountain. I want them to be, look over there.
yeah, he wants them to be on that side that just, you know.
Drop straight off. So Cindy, we still got to get down off this booger.
Oh my goodness.
Views are good.
I just wish it was a clearer day.
Yep, let's go take a look.
Because we ain't doing this again.
So there's the weather station right there. It needs a paint job. Cindy's gonna get on me for getting by the edge. The views are breathtaking. Pretty cool old weather station, isn't it? I wonder if it's still in operation. I like lighthouses better than weather stations. Oh wow. There's
Henry's Lake.
Yep, that's Henry's Lake over there.
Come over this way. I can't get down off of here
Why can't you?
by myself. Do not get close to the edge.
All right, so there's Henry's Lake.
Are we sure?
Yeah. There's the road we came up. You see a side-by-side flying up it. We went a nice slow. Yeah, I think this is a one and done for me. I did not like that ride up, and I'm not going to like the ride down.
I'm not either. Yeah, you know, some things in life, you do it once, you say you did it, and that's good enough.
You getting ready to parachute off the side?
I am. I already got one flight in today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I'm just feeling the winds. These other peaks, they ended up all the way over in McAllister.
Oh wow, do you mind I'm recording?
Oh, that'd be so awesome. If I can give you my phone number, if you can send it to me.
Okay.
That'd be
Yeah, I'll
fantastic.
send you the link.
Yeah, I'm Arthur.
Hey Arthur, how are you?
I feel...
All right, so this is Arthur. And Arthur just turned 60 years old.
Yay!
And for your 60th birthday, you've got a parachute on and you're gonna jump off the side of this mountain.
I'm gonna fly off the top of Sawtelle Peak, 9,900 foot launch. Yes! Earlier today, I was up at 11.5, right above this dome here.
Yeah.
And now the lifted index is like up to 14,000. So I could be up to 5,000 feet above this mountain right here.
So do you trust whoever packed your parachute?
Yeah. I have people that pack it and everything. The actual paraglider itself, I packed that, and I just had it trimmed, and I had it rebuilt, and this was the first day that I got it back. Yes, I didn't fly for like 2.5 months. I've been working my ass off in Montana, and now it's time to fly. And then after this, it's King Mountain.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
All right.
Carpe diem! Yay! There's like zero wind. And so the sun,
Zero wind's not good.
well, like bees that have more experience, they got more balls. It's like they'll start up there and then they'll run off of the cliff without being able to look at the wing. And then, like a lot of times, like the wing will collapse and you gotta be really aggressive. For me, like I'm 60, I don't run like that, you know, that kind of a thing. So sometimes it's better to be on the ground and not fly than to attempt to launch and then end up falling off in the cliff.
That makes sense.
And I got a beautiful wife, and she's like waiting. She's gonna give me a nice massage tonight. And so I don't know if I'm gonna go and actually risk doing a forward launch where, like, if there's a little bit of wind, I can face the wing like this, and then I can launch the wing. I can look at the wing, make sure everything's inflated, there's no tangled lines, and then I can turn around and fly it off. With this though, there's no wind.
Right.
So then you have to like run it out.
And hope for the best?
Well, no, is to not fly.
Oh. To
not fly, to live another day. Yes, because after 60, we got to call it in, right?
Yep.
So I'm not going to fly this side. I'm going to check the other side one more time. That was like super light wind too. I checked the forecast. It was just like 2-mile-an-hour winds. You never know until you actually show up though.
Right.
About how it is, you know, that kind of a thing. So, yeah, so the way this is right now, like I'll wait for like 5-10 minutes to see if the winds might pick up. The sun is tracking over here though, so this terrain here is cooling down. but on the other side, it's heating up. So when the terrain heats up, it entrains thermals up the hill, and every once in a while you'll get a light gust that you can launch into. So I'm going to go to the other side and see and feel that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We hope to get your video, but if not, we'd rather you be safe.
Yeah.
So he's going to try the other side, hoping there's more wind over there.
Yeah, I got high risk paraglider insurance, and then I got a Garmin InReach, and it's got an SOS button. So if the shit hits the fan and I crash, I would get a heli rescue with like $2 million in insurance.
Oh wow!
And it covers like 7 days in the hospital. But we don't want to go there. This is a satellite transceiver. So the shit hits the fan, I can press the SOS button, and then I got instant messages if I'm not too injured. I can say, yeah, I'm injured and I need to be rescued, and then a helicopter will come get me. Hopefully, it didn't work in Mexico. This big, he crashed, and there was like 100 pilots in the air, and so if a helicopter's coming, you need to get out of the harness, right, because of the wind.
Yeah.
It might pick up the wing. So he broke both of his legs when he landed, and then he got out of the harness, and he fell 2,000 feet down a rock face.
That's not good. So your wife will pick you up, drive you back up?
Oh yeah, I got a rack on my truck.
Yeah.
So here's the disclaimer. It's like I've gone through 3 or 4 wives in the last 6 years, and this is the real life. It doesn't argue back. And I can go anywhere in the world, check in baggage, and fly from the Himalayas, Turkey, all over South America, all over the world. And I can't afford to take my wife with me. I did that 2 wives ago. I took her to Switzerland, France, and Italy, and I told her, it's like, I'm flying every day, and here's the SUV, and here's a couple €1,000, and you go ahead and have fun doing the tourist stuff, but I'm gonna fly! And we had a big knockdown and drag out. We got divorced 3 weeks after that trip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. And so this is like a cockpit. So this whole thing works out like this. So I put this rucksack and everything in this. This is another storage on the harness. So if I bomb out somewhere, a lot of times I'll carry trekking poles. It's a pressure sensor, so we're at 9,900 feet.
9,900 feet.
Yeah, and it tracks it by the foot. It's a super sensitive sensor in there. And then I got another Vario on the phone. And I even have another Vario in case one goes out, you got backup. So then this here is the cockpit, right here. So I put the flight computer and the Garmin on. See how it goes up?
Yep.
So when it's going up, it chirps up. And then these all have lanyards so you don't lose them. And all this gear weighs maybe 35 pounds.
Oh, wow. I'm scared to ask how much it costs for everything.
This setup is like 8 grand.
That's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, the wings only last like a year. I mean, I'm really hard on wings. You can see, like this wing, you see how it has patches on it?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? This whole wing only weighs like 9 pounds.
Oh, wow.
There's a little bit golfer.
It looks tangled to me.
There are 4,000 parts in a paraglider. Isn't that amazing?
4,000 parts.
Yeah, this week brand new is like $5 grand. It's a perfect aerodynamic foil. It's got 3D shark nose leading edge. So you always want to check the full wing. Make sure. It looks good. So the blue lines are the front of the wing. This controls the leading edge. Then these two lines control the middle of the wing. Launch, I'm scared shitless. I got butterflies in my stomach.
I'm scared for you. I'm looking at those lines. I'm going.
Always check this. This is the reserve right here.
Uh-huh.
So I can feel where the reserve is, and then I practice throwing it before I launch, because every flight I'm planning on throwing the reserve no matter what. If the shit hits the fan, if the wing collapses and the lines get tangled up and I'm going down like 2,000 feet a minute. A skydiver is going down 10,000 feet a minute. So if I'm close to the train, I gotta pull that reserve immediately. But the most important thing about safety is you want to have terrain clearance.
It's like Charlotte's Web.
So I'm going to hold all the A's in one hand. This is the front of the wing.
Uh-huh.
And then these are the brakes, the back of the wing.
So if y'all can't hear him, he says he's going to hold all the A ropes, which are the front of the wing, in one hand, and the brakes, which is the back, in the other.
So when I'm launching, what I'm doing is I'm waiting, I'm leaning into the harness and then weighting the harness. So these carabiners, these controls have tension on the wing because you're flying with your hips. It's just like martial arts or anything.
Am I going to be in the way back here? Oh shit. You need me to straighten the wing out?
I got it.
He's going to try it with the wing all tangled. I'm not sure what's going on. To me, the ropes are just a tangled mess. I guess he knows what he's doing. He says that when it fills up with air, the lines will straighten out. Okay. He's running out of mountain. All right, let's try number 2. Attempt number 3. The wind is picking up. You can hear Cindy up there. The lines worry me.
The winds are blowing over the back now.
I see that.
So now the other side is probably blowing over.
So we're going to switch sides? All right, we're switching locations.
So, you know what's beautiful is I have a wife that'll give me a beautiful massage. And she's going to be all happy because she's down at the Sawtelle Resort spending money.
Yep.
And so I'll come back to a happy wife instead of coming back with broken legs.
Yep. So we're not going to fly today because the wind disappeared.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm going to get out of the harness and then I'm going to just cruise around and we'll just see what happens.
All right.
You just never know.
Okay, so no flight today. It was still interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Cindy, he said you could fly next time.
No, nope, 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 nope.
This day, so we live to fly another day, and we're at Power Peak Performances, and then we take it into Theta State at night, and we dream about the next big flight. Yes, carpe diem.
All right, so it is almost 6 o'clock, and we're gonna head back down this hill. In fact, honey, if those...
I'm letting them by. Is that what you want me to do?
Yes. So there's a bunch of side-by-sides up here, and let me tell you, they fly down this road. The views up here were beautiful, but like we said before, one and done. We're headed back down. I'm not going to videotape much of it because I'm going to be sitting here puckered up to the seat. And holding on for dear life because my side's on the drop-off side. So, but the views are incredible. It was pretty cool to see a weather station up on the top of the mountain like that. But I think I'm good with doing it one time. We'll see you at the bottom.
Maybe.
Shut up.
All right, Cindy, we ended up having a fun day.
Oh, it was a great day.
The weather station was cool, the views were beautiful, and even though I think a parasailer, even though he had 3 failed attempts, I really enjoyed the 2.5 hours I spent talking with him. And yeah, you never know what you're gonna see when you're out and about.
Exactly, and I mean, it's something he's very passionate about, and he
his name was Arthur,
and
like King Arthur.
And it was very interesting how much was involved in setting up to do it, and and the equipment he had to have.
And I'm glad he didn't do it because those cords look tangled to me.
Well, and everybody who was watching was actually very concerned for him and his safety, because we didn't know anything, but we didn't think there was enough wind. Maybe if he had gotten that initial lift, once he got out, maybe there would have been.
Well, one of 2 things would have happened. Either he would have flown or he wouldn't have.
Right, and he basically said that. So I was glad that, you know, he could have given in to peer pressure, because there was a lot of people there watching. But I'm glad he was being smart about it. Yep. And didn't do it.
So if you're in the Idaho-Montana border, the name of the hill was Sawtelle?
Sawtelle Peak. That was the big deal to him, because it was almost 10,000 feet.
9,990 according to his little instrument.
Right, and so he was very excited to be going off of that peak.
Yep. He's going to try it again tomorrow. We got to work. He says if he doesn't do that, he's going to Kings Mountain. So anyway, until next time, safe camping, happy trails, yada, yada, yada.
Y'all have a great evening.